I was born in Portland, Oregon at Good Samaritan Hospital in 1960. We had horses and cows and pigs and turkeys and chickens, and so it was really kind of a country upbringing. I was raised in the Portland area through high school. I graduated from San Barlow High School in Gresham. I was involved in several sports. Skied and played tennis were my sports there, but I did okay in high school. I kind of always had in the back of my mind I wanted to be a lawyer. I started out at Pacific University. Actually, I took a year off first, and I toured the world with a group called Up With People, singing and dancing. I went down to Tucson and did staging and training, and then left for a year touring the US, Canada, and Europe, singing, dancing, setting up stages and striking stages, and staying with host families for a year and Up With People. I raised my hand on a ship during Rose Festival and got sworn in as Lieutenant Junior Grade in the US Navy as a JAG officer. At that point, I had no idea what I was getting into, and you have no idea what path your career is going to take when you become a Navy JAG officer. And I couldn't have imagined the different assignments or the things I would do. We had about 550 detainees at Guantanamo, and I had no idea what we were doing, what we had, who the guys were who we had at Guantanamo Bay. I didn't know that it was a base where we had 10,000 military and civilians, a high school, a grade school and middle school, shopping, church services, regular roads. You learn a lot when you're in the camp every day. You learn about who the people are, who are there, and overall, these were really bad guys. Part of my office's job was to give notifications to those detainees who were leaving Guantanamo. I'll tell you about one of the guys who I had to give notice to for release. I went and spoke with this individual, and just so you understand who this person is, he comes from a family of terrorists. His uncle was a known terrorist in Saudi Arabia in jail. This person stepped on a landmine when he was fighting against us and had a leg blown off. We gave him a custom prosthetic. His brother was killed in a special forces raid where they found Daniel Pearl's head in his brother's freezer. So this person came from a family of terrorists, was actively engaged against us in the fight, and still we let him go. One of my clients was ICE, the interrogation control element. And so I would meet on a frequent basis with all of the senior interrogators for the different country groups. And we would go over legal issues and make sure that they're complying with the law on what they're doing with the detainees they were assigned to. It was night and day between what we read every day in the newspaper articles that we got at the beginning of our day that showed what people were saying about us and how we treated the detainees. A Navy guy with Marine qualifications wearing an Army uniform over in Iraq, and it confused some folks, but you know, we were a joint force, and so you all try to look the same. I'm getting reassigned in December to a unit over in the Pentagon where I'll be doing cyber law, international law, intelligence law, and admiralty law. So it's been fun. Every tour I've done, every place I've gone, it's been different. I couldn't have imagined the path that I may have taken from California to Italy, to Pearl Harbor, to Guantanamo, to Iraq, to Africa, and many other places I've gotten to go. But it's been fun, and it's been a great privilege to serve in our military and to keep doing so.